YouTube? It's just this Hawaiian anime time here with another video review for y'all today. I decided to do a quick little review on Blue Exorcist. Now, I just finished watching the whole anime. I know what you guys are thinking. Why I'm watching Blue Exorcist now? Like, Blue Exorcist was like done like a while. It's like an older anime, so it was done and watched a while ago. Like, they haven't even come out yet. I don't even know if they're gonna make it, but they did season one, and then they did another I guess you can call it like a sub series of it, like like a mini series for it called the Kyoto Saga. I just finished watching the Kyoto Saga and the regular Exorcist, and I want to give you guys my thoughts and review on the whole entire anime as a whole. I want to let you guys know like at the end I'll give you guys a rating of like a scale of 1 to 10, like whether or not it's worth checking out. Like one being like, it's not worth checking out, 10 being like the best anime ever, go check it out. Anyways, let's get into the review, shall we? And a little bit recap. So if you guys haven't seen the show, I want to start off the review by giving you guys a little not so much a backstory, but just kind of like a gist of what the anime is about. So if you guys do want to go check it out, you guys can go check it out for yourself. So basically, this anime is based off of two brothers, Reno Kumar and Yukio Okuma. They both have a dad named Shiro. And basically, it's all about basically the main character of the show is actually Reno Kumar, and it's basically his struggle with trying to become exorcist. After the dad passes away, he decides he wants to take over. He wants to do what the dad did and become an exorcist. Which you don't really know what exorcist is. An exorcist is actually a real thing. Exorcists are people who actually like ward off like supposedly like get rid of demons and all that kind of stuff. So demons and spirits and all that. So they're supposed to get rid of them. So that's basically what an exorcist does. Like when they do an exorcism, that means they're trying to exorcise the ghost of demon, meaning they're trying to get rid of the ghost of demon. So they're trying to like kill him in a sense or something like that. So basically, yeah, it's about Reno Kumar's struggle to become an exorcist, being that he is the son of Satan. Well, actually, Yukio Okuma is actually the son of Satan as well, but Yukio does not have satanic powers, whereas Rin does. And sorry about the music in the background. If you can hear it, my dad's listening to music really loud in the other room because he's kind of hard of hearing, so he needs to put the music loud so you can hear him. But anyways, guys, yeah. So I wanted to talk to you guys about the show. So there's only like two big gripes I have with the show, which I want to mention off the bat. Gripe number one, or the thing that I don't like first of all, is that the anime feels like it's too rushed. If you've seen the anime, if you know what I mean, if you don't know what I mean, let me explain. So the anime, I feel like it's kind of rushed in the sense that my friend actually told me. I think it was like one of the Transformers movies. I can't remember which one, but there was one Transformers movie where my friend said too much is going on, and they could have split the movie into like two separate movies, and it would have been like a lot better than pushing it all into one movie. I can't remember what movie that was, but there was one Transformers movie. My friend told me like my coworker friend told me, "Oh yeah, like they should have turned it into two movies because they push too much into one movie. Like they're trying to squeeze too much into one single movie." And kind of goes the same way with Blue Exorcist. Like they're trying to push like so much into one season, and they, I mean, they, they ended the show good. Let me tell you guys, season one ended very well. But the thing is that what I mean. Like it doesn't really seem like there's anything more to progress on the show. So I mean, that's the one thing that I don't like about this anime is that it doesn't seem there's any type of progression to be done with this anime. Like I don't really see too much more threats or anything coming the way that they can actually deal with to make this show progress and go a little further. So I would have liked it if they had like a little bit more to the anime to make it more like progressive. Like like how like My Hero Academia like they're coming out with season four coming out very soon. But each season it ends on a place where it can still continue. The story can still continue on for this series. You know what I mean? Same like Black Clover. Black Clover, it's like every episode leads to the next episode, but there's still more episodes to come, and it keeps on adding on to stuff. But Blue Exorcist, it looks like basically like there's nothing really to add on to the series because they yeah, I think he wants to. But yeah, so basically, yeah, there's nothing really more that could really be added on to this anime. I think like things are kind of like you know what I mean, like they sealed away Satan, so Satan's not a problem anymore. And then the Kyoto saga was basically them going to Kyoto, finding out more about One or Suguro, Yuji Sugoro's past, finding out about his past, along with also finding out some information about Shio's past, or aka Rin and Yukio's dad. So it's actually kind of interesting, but I mean, there's not too much more that can really progress. And the thing that I don't like about this anime too is that it seems that the Kyoto saga takes place like somewhere right after they find out that Rin is actually like a demon, like when they actually find out the Rin's a demon. So I don't really see how this really works out because in the regular anime show, like the Blue Exorcist anime, like it goes past that, and it goes to the part where they fight Satan. So it seems like the fight with Satan and trying to close him off and everything happens after the fact. So I don't really get how this anime works. I just like was I supposed to watch the Kyoto Saga before I saw the satanic part before I saw him fighting Satan and seeing Satan away, or what? I'm not too sure about that, but I do gotta say I do like the anime nonetheless. There's a lot of good things about this anime. It has like a good storyline. Great characters. I watched the whole thing dubbed because I saw it on Hulu, and I know what you got. I know a lot of people are gonna say, "Why are you watching a dub? Sub is a lot better." Well, for me, not gonna lie, I supposedly have some type of reading problem called dyslexia. So for me, I can't really read and eat at the same time and do other stuff. So you know what I mean. So the only time I like watching subbed episodes is if I get the time just to just sit there and just watch it like completely. Just watch it and not do anything else. Like not eat, not because then I feel like when I'm eating, like I might miss a couple. Like when I'm grabbing food and stuff, I might miss a couple words because I can't read fast enough. So I might miss a couple words and then I'm not gonna get what they're actually talking about. So that's why dub is better for me in a sense. But I don't get me wrong, I do like subbed episodes from time to time just because some episodes are a little bit more authentic, in my opinion, they feel more authentic because you're seeing like the actors actually speaking the native language. So the show is actually from Japan, so you're seeing them speaking the native language, which is Japanese, and it's just kind of a good thing. But I mean, that's all just like your perception on what you guys like. Whether you like sub or dub. Let me know in the comment section below. Do you guys like subbed episodes or dubbed episodes? And let me know why. Like, why do you like subbed or why do you like dubbed? I mean, I wish they had more episodes for more shows dubbed. Like, I wish they had all of season three dubbed for My Hero Academia, but I had to watch like half of it dubbed, the other half subbed. But yeah, so there's also that, and I wanted to also let you guys know that yeah, I mean, in my opinion, Blue Exorcist had a good storyline, a lot of great characters, and I mean, I'm hoping that they call it to season three. I don't know if they actually are gonna make a season three. We'll see about that. And I'm also planning to try and look for a PSP. Actually, I had a PlayStation Portable or PSP before, but then what happened was one of the thumbsticks wasn't working, so I sold it to my friend for pretty cheap. Like one thumbstick wasn't working too well, like it wouldn't go a certain direction, so I actually sold it to my friend and he actually bought it for me. So I don't have a PSP anymore, but I'm actually thinking about buying one because they get the Blue Exorcist game on PSP. So I'm probably gonna buy a PSP just for that fact to get the Blue Exorcist game and try it out and see how it is. I mean, and it's kind of cool to see Ren try to like change. In a sense, like he changes his personality a lot from the beginning of the show to the end. Like in the beginning, he was more self-centered, more all about getting into fights, causing problems, not being like a nice person, like not trying to be like a good person. And then in the end of the show, seeing his character progress into like, this really nice guy who has like all these friends and being the person that the dad wanted him to be all along. Like the dad wanted him to be like a ladies killer, get all the ladies, be like party animal, have plenty of friends, all that stuff. And he actually lived up to his dad's expectations. And I don't know if he realizes. I don't know like if his character actually realizes it, but he actually lived up to what his dad's potential was, and like the dad wanted him to become like a ladies killer, be the cool guy, the one that has all the friends and everything. And he actually does that when he joins the crime school. He becomes friends with Barn, Shima, and Konokoburo. And also a little bit of Izumo too. I mean, Izumo actually changes a lot through the show as well too. Izumo character changes a lot through the show. Like she shows a lot more compassion towards the end of the show, whereas in the beginning she seems like she's all stuck up. She's like the rich kid in the class. Like you know what? Oh, you guys are all poor. Kind. She never says that they're poor, but just kind of acting like a rich girl kind of thing, like rich girl, like popular rich girl kind of thing, and she was like all stuck up, all about herself, not caring about the less popular or the poor kind of thing. Similar to that. I do gotta say, overall this anime is really worth watching. There's a lot of good scenes and a lot of good stuff going on in the anime that makes it really worth watching. Guys. If you guys haven't checked this anime out, I would highly recommend it. Um, And yeah, I mean, it has like I think about 40 episodes. I mean, I think about 40 to 50 episodes total. Let me try to see how many episodes there were. Maybe even less than that. Let me go try to double check. I'm gonna check on Hulu and see how many episodes they had on Hulu. Next anime I'm checking out. Um, Next anime I'm checking out is Tokyo Ghoul. So I will do a review on Tokyo Ghoul next because I'm actually watching that. And there were 25 episodes in there's 25 episodes in the first one, and then in the second one, the Kyoto Saga, there is a total of 4 episodes. So that's a total of 37. So 37 episodes total. So I mean, with the watch time and stuff, it could take you like max a week if you watch it like constantly. If you pick up your phone, tablet, computer, whatever, and you watch it like whenever you get a chance to do it. Like like if you do it like me, like you watch it straight through your lunch. If you get like an hour lunch, you watch like 2 episodes in like one lunch period. You can get them done within like a week or so. It's a very quick anime to watch. Goes by really fast, and there's a lot of cool characters and a lot of mischief and other things going on. So well, I do see how they can actually continue this series because we can actually continue the series by finding out more about Mephisto because Mephisto has some type of like, I guess what do you want to call it? Like some type of like secret plan, and I want to try to find out what Mephisto's secret plan is at the end. See what his secret plan is for Renokuma, and I mean, because he has some type of plan, because he was trying. He got his two brothers to try and attack and kill Renokuma, so he has some type of plan. I don't know what his plan is, but he has some type of evil plan up his sleeve, and I want to try to figure out what his plan is. So I'm hoping that they'll continue on with that. But I don't know if they didn't continue it because maybe they didn't, because because if you didn't know, anime is basically just shows that are based off of basically manga. So if you don't know what manga is actually like the Japanese version of comic books, basically. So there's the manga first. The manga comes out first for for the show or whatever. So like Boku no Hero Academia, My Hero Academia, they have manga for that, and then the anime was based off the manga. So the anime has all the characters from the manga, but gets released at different times than what the manga was. So they kind of copy the timeline of the manga and then just turn it into a film where people can actually watch it. You know what I mean? That's basically what anime is. Okay. So basically, yeah. So it's kind of that's pretty much how it works. So I don't know if it's just because Blue Exorcist never made any more books in the manga series, or if it's just because the creators decided not to make any more episodes, or what the whole situation is. But I am hoping to find out some more information about hoping that they will continue on the show and bring up Mephisto and some of his plans and stuff, because he has some plans in the works, if you know what I mean. If you see the anime, watch the anime for yourself, and you guys will know what I'm talking about his plans. You see some of his side talks, and you see what he's trying to do. So watch it and try to figure out, okay? Um, and pray and hope with me that they're gonna come out with a season 3, or like another Blue Exorcist like spin-off or something like that, or not so much spin-off, but like a like mini series kind of thing, mini saga. But yeah, that's it, guys. Let me give you guys my final verdict on the anime. So just based off of everything that happened so far from what I've seen in the anime, for me being all caught up, I gotta give it like a 8 out of 10. Actually, 8 out of 10 is my final verdict. Why do I give it an 8 out of 10? It would be a 10 out of 10, but the two issues cause it to lose 2 points. The first issue being that, as I mentioned, the anime felt a little rushed. It felt like they were trying to put too much into one single season, and they're just trying to rush the whole anime and get it done and over with. So I feel like that was kind of like one thing that kind of really lost my um well, I didn't really like that too much, because if they try to rush the anime, it just makes me feel like I'm watching it like super fast, and I want to really take my time to slowly enjoy the anime. But it's hard to slowly enjoy if there's like so little bit episodes. You know what I mean? Like you get done like this. Like by the time you snap your finger, you're done watching the anime. Not really, but you know what I mean. And yeah, the second problem was, as I mentioned, that like they just the placement of where the episodes go are not really making too much sense. Like how the Kyoto series seems to be right after they find out that Rin Okuma is the son of Satan, but it's like it's its own series, and I wasn't watching it as they aired the episode, so I wouldn't know where it actually came out, but. It sounds like the Kyoto Saga might have come out after the whole first season was done, so it would kind of throw off the timeline of the show a bit. So that's the other issue that I actually see with the anime. Now, if you guys watched it as it aired, let me know when the Kyoto Saga actually came out. Did it come out after the whole season 1 was done, or did it come out in between season 1? Because I felt like I was supposed to have watched up to the point where everyone finds out that Rinokuma is the Sun Satan, and then stop there from season 1. Watch the Kyoto Saga, and then go on and watch the rest of the stuff. I don't know, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Well, guys, let me know your guys' thoughts and review on this anime. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Would you recommend the Blue Exorcist to a friend who hasn't seen it, or would and also let me know after hearing this review, would you actually check out Blue Exorcist? Yes or no? The reason why I actually checked out Blue Exorcist, to be honest, was because I was kind of bored one day and I decided to check out animes that was close to Black Clover because I'm really into Black Clover and Blue Exorcist was on the list, so I decided to check it out. I'm like, okay, yeah, let's go check out Blue Exorcist. And then when I finished watching Blue Exorcist, that's how I found out about Tokyo Ghoul. I'm like, okay, so what animes are like? Because the good thing I like about Hulu, guys, the good thing I like about watching animes on Hulu is that they give me recommendations on other animes to watch. So when I go to you may also like, and then let me show you guys. So on over here on Hulu, they have this section right here called you may also like, and it shows like different shows that are similar to the show that you're already watching. And I think Tokyo Ghoul was one of these choices. Did that, or I found it on some other. Maybe I found it on the regular. Yeah, that I saw it on Black Clover. Maybe it was Black Clover. Let me just see. Might have been Black Clover. I saw the you may also like, and then it might have been Black Clover. Yeah, I was checking out the you may also like. Oh yeah, it was Black Clover. When I searched up you may also like under Black Clover, Tokyo Ghoul came up. So I decided to check out Tokyo Ghoul. There's a lot of other stuff before that one, but I decided to check out Tokyo Ghoul first. But anyways, guys, yeah, that is it. Guys. Try and subscribe to Hulu, guys. Hulu is like a really great way to watch shows, guys. I'm actually subscribed to Hulu and I'm also subscribed to Crunchyroll as well. The one gripe that I do have about Crunchyroll though is whenever I watch it, like I don't know if it's just my connection or if it's because I use my data too much. I watch it on Crunchyroll, sometimes it's like spinning for a little bit on my phone, and then after it starts spinning, it starts playing the stuff, but it's in a still frame picture, so like, it's stuck in that last frame or whatever the last thing that was showing for the show, and you can hear the characters talking, but you can't see what's going on. And I mean, I had that happen to me a lot with Crunchyroll, but I haven't had that happen that much with Hulu. I think it could just be maybe either something wrong with Crunchyroll on my phone, or it could just be my internet is very horrible. Because Verizon's supposed to have the best coverage, but I don't think it has the best coverage for Hawaii. I don't know if that's true or not. You can let me know in the comment section below if you do live in Hawaii. Let me know if you guys use Verizon. You, or if you use a different company, they probably have better connection than mine does, but I don't know. Because I just had a feeling because I use too much data because I'm watching too much anime all the time on my phone. That's probably why. Anyways, guys, that is it. Come out from my room. Let me know what you guys thought of this review in the comment section below. Let me know what you guys think of this show. And that's it. See ya. Peace.